For show and tell today, I have a beast of an e-bike. This is the fastest bike I've ever shown on my channel. It can reach speeds of 45 miles per hour, and it can reach distances of up to 200 miles on one charge. It also has the biggest rotors I've ever seen on an e-bike. Suspension in the front, suspension in the back. It's even got an anti-theft security system. Without this little key fob, no one's turning on this bike. And it's even got blinkers. This is the Aniioki A8 Pro Max 52 volt e-bike.
Oh, he's a big boy. I think I need to start by removing the battery. Oh, but of course the keyhole is on the other side. Yeah, I probably should have just cut the side of the box open and taken the bike out that way, but it's too late for that now. Now, I'm gonna take out the battery. The battery is also a very big boy. 52 volt, 70,000 milliamp hour. Before I get into assembling, I want to see what's in these boxes. In this bright yellow bag is a bright yellow vest. I don't think I'm going to be rocking the vest. I usually don't end up installing mirrors, but there's mirrors, we'll see. And here is a chain lock. Well, that's cool. And the biggest box is gonna be the charger. Yup. And this company always has big metal chargers with fans on them. So that is good. Oh, and if you want to see the specs, go ahead and pause the video. They definitely have some of the best chargers that I've seen for e-bikes. Finally, in this box is everything else. Here is the light, pedals. I think they're metal. I think they're metal coated with something because it kind of feels like it's plastic, but it also feels like it's metal. Also, they're kind of heavy for plastic, so let's go with, I think they're metal. In here, tools, plus this tool that didn't fit into the little bag. So there's definitely a little bit of assembly with this bike, but it shouldn't be too bad until I have to go flip the bike because this is a dual motor. So I'm gonna have to flip the bike. And finally, the moment I've been waiting for, the instructions. Usually I don't look at these things. Oh, there's colored pictures. Look at that. Very nice. I usually don't look at these because I already know what I'm doing, but sometimes with dual motors, there's a little bit more to it. And it looks like they just kind of glazed over that part. So, yes. Now, I'm gonna put this over this, and I'm gonna take these two pieces and screw everything back down. Oh yeah, with the handlebars, to make sure they're not moving around, position them like as even as you possibly can, and then tighten down these two screws. I'm really glad they packaged the front wheel separately. Look at the size of the rotor on this thing. I've never seen anything like it. It's huge. Look at the size of this post. Oh my goodness, it's so thick. Look at this clamp, it's huge. Everything about this is just, it's massive. Oh yeah, I gotta remove the nuts and washers from the wheel and leave them in the same order. Although there's this washer with a lip on this side that's not on the other side that I don't really know what to do with, but I'll figure it out. It's heavy, this wheel is so heavy. Before I start putting everything back onto the axle, I'm gonna remove this screw. First up is this one. So that just goes right there. And then I have to put that screw back. I don't think I've ever seen a design quite like this one. Next is this big washer and then the nut. Welcome to the other side. Over here, you see how I put that washer with the little lip facing into this crevice right here. And then everything else I'm gonna do identical to how I did it on the other side. Yup, everything is huge on this bike, right down to its nuts. I need to connect the cable. It's gonna go through this little piece right here, and there's a screw holding it down. So I'm gonna undo that. And there are arrows. So you just line up the arrows, squeeze it in there, and tighten it down. So there's really no way to mess this up. To kind of keep the cable out of the way, I'm gonna go ahead and put the screw in and tighten it back to the fork. Oh, I guess I just have one last piece of foam to remove and then stick on the pedals. Oh, good. They are labeled right and left on the bottom. The right one goes on there clockwise, so you just screw it on there clockwise. And then the left one will go on there counterclockwise. I almost forgot the light. So now I just have to remove these two screws right here and attach the light. They actually made this pretty easy, so now I just put the screws back and screw them back down. Lastly, I gotta connect the lights to the rest of the cables. And again, there's arrows on this that tell you which way to squeeze the cables together. All right, last thing to do is to put the battery back in. Wow. Wow, that is a big, big boy. To turn the bike on, you do not use the power button, which is right here. You have to use one of these, and it actually comes with two of these. Well, two of these, you get two keys and two of these little fobs. So on here at the very bottom is that little lightning bolt. You click it twice, and the bike turns on. And yeah, it always goes through all that stuff when you turn it on. To turn it off, it's the top button, just a short press. And if you want to turn on the security system, it's the next one down. So now any vibrations should trigger it. There we go. Without this thing, there is no other way to turn on this bike. Using just the rear motor, let's compare pedal assist 1 to pedal assist 5 from a dead stop. So first, here is pedal assist 1. Oh yeah, and both of these I have on gear 4. And here is pedal assist 5. So it's about a half a turn of the pedals before the motor kicks in. It really doesn't take much to move this big, heavy bike, and I don't feel like it's jerking me forward. I mean, it definitely has some pick up and go, but it doesn't thrust me forward, whether I'm on gear 1 or gear 5, but 5 is definitely faster. This has a Shimano 7-speed gear shift system, but I really didn't mess around with the gears all that much because that motor or motors, they kick in so quickly, and then afterwards it's super easy to pedal no matter what gear you're in. This thing has like 230 Newton meters of torque. So I guess I should go up a hill. As much as I don't want to pedal up it, I'm gonna. So I should probably put this on gear 1. This hill is about 25 to 28 degrees, depending on where I go at its steepest point. So let's see if I can get it up there. And I'm just gonna put it on pedal assist 1. Let's see if we can do it. Oh. No. That did not go well. I almost fell over. As much as I'm scared to try again. Pedal assist 5 up this hill. But to be fair, that was just the rear motor. I didn't have two motors on. So far this whole video has just been the rear motor because I can't figure out how to turn on the other motor. So I asked the company because the website says it's one button, and it is. It's the power button. You click it twice and then you can look over here on the screen. Now it's showing that only the front motor is active. I'm gonna click it again. Now both motors, I'm gonna click it twice again. No motors. Click it twice again, and now it's back on the rear motor. Each one of these motors is 2,200 watts. Altogether at peak power, it is 5,400 watts. And the juice to these things runs from a battery that is massive. It is 52 volts, 70 ampere hours. Top speed on this bike is supposedly between like 42 and 47 miles an hour. I don't think I can legally do that. So I'm gonna start off on pedal assist 3 and see how fast I can get it to go. You know what, I'm just gonna use full electric mode because how wide this seat is. Not the most comfortable for pedaling. I think this bike is meant for mostly full electric mode. So yeah, this is supposed to be able to go up to 45, possibly even 47 miles an hour. The most I'm willing to take it is maybe 30, a little bit past 30. Let's see how fast it goes before I chicken out. Got it to almost 42 miles an hour. To mess around with the speed settings, you have to go into the menu. So you hold down plus and minus at the same time, and then you have to get to P6. So to do that, just click the plus button until you get there. Once you're there, click the power button. This will flash. And right now it is set to max speed. You can use the plus and minus buttons to adjust that. And once it gets to the top, it does round robin. So it'll go from 6 to 25 kilometers per hour. But I don't think that really matches with the actual top speed. To get it to set, let's see. I click the power button again, it stops flashing down here, and then I double click the power button. With one motor engaged, top speed is about 30. With both motors, I got it to 42, almost 42 miles per hour. Maybe it does go past 42, but I got really scared. 42 was already really extreme for me. That's literally the most I've ever done on an e-bike, and I never want to do it again. For such a heavy bike, this thing is surprisingly easy on the knees, and that's because it has a cadence sensor. So as long as you're pedaling, it'll just kind of maintain the same speed without much effort. No matter what gear I have it in, for me it just seems to be about the same level of effort. With cadence sensor, it doesn't really matter how hard you're pedaling. As long as you're pedaling and you're just kind of pedaling steadily, it'll maintain the same speed with no effort. Like, this is no effort to me. However, oh, that's really a weird angle. However, with a seat like this, pedaling, not so comfortable. Maybe it'd be more comfortable for a larger person, but not here. Let's just say I prefer it in full electric mode because of that seat. I'm just a little too split in the center, but the rear end is doing just fine. It's actually pretty soft and cushy and bouncy back there. I'm not used to that. It's a little awkward. To me, this just seems like it's trying to be a motorcycle, but it's still somehow an e-bike until you mess around with the speed settings, and then it goes over 45 miles an hour. And then you may want to check with your local laws on whether it's still an e-bike, because some places will definitely require you to register it as a vehicle. At the beginning of the video, I said you can get up to 200 miles on a single charge. Maybe. That's ideal conditions. So it's like pedal assist 1, flat paved ground, no wind, and you don't have it at its max payload, which I believe is 500 pounds. So if you got 500 pounds on there, even pedal assist 1 with pedaling is not going to get you 200 miles out of one charge. It's between like 100 and, in reality, it's between 106 to 200 miles on pedal assist mode. Because you know there's different modes, so if you have it on pedal assist 5, it's going to drain the battery a lot quicker. On